Yelling at kids. Understanding to stop and love the right way. Hey everyone, today I want to share with you something that I think every parent has experienced: yelling at our kids. Have you ever wondered if shouting really makes them behave better or listen more? I used to think so. But the more I learned, the more I realized it doesn't just fail to help, it leaves scars on both our kids and ourselves. So, how does yelling affect them? And how can we stop and change? Let's dive in together, with all the honesty and emotion from one parent's heart to another. First, let me give you the main points in a nutshell. Yelling is really just us showing our helplessness, not our strength. It brings more harm than good. Stopping it isn't easy, but it's absolutely doable if we're determined. Now, I'll go deeper into each part to share more. Why do parents yell at their kids? Guys, have you ever yelled at your kid and then thought, "Oh my gosh, why did I do that?" I've been there, and I've come to see that yelling isn't about being strong or teaching some big lesson. It's when I feel powerless. When I don't know what to do with my kid's behavior. It's like waving a white flag. Admitting I'm at a loss. So many times, I've seen other parents sigh in frustration. Even saying things like, "Experts can say what they want. But I don't believe it, my kid's too far gone." I get it because I've doubted too. Thinking nothing could change. But the truth is, yelling only makes things worse. The consequences of yelling. Guys, picture this. Every time I yell, I'm not just scaring my kid, I'm accidentally teaching them the wrong lesson. That shouting solves problems. I've seen my little one shrink back when I raise my voice. And it breaks my heart. Kids, especially when they're young, get really scared, but as they grow, they stop being afraid, and that's when I feel truly stuck. What's even sadder is that when they're scared, they can't think straight, they just shut down. Over time, I noticed my kid getting more anxious, sometimes even aggressive with friends. I heard from experts that yelling doesn't just frighten them, it teaches them to yell at others. Just like I did. And it doesn't stop there. If I slip up and say harsh words, it cuts them deep. Their self-esteem takes a hit. And I don't want them growing up feeling they're not good enough. I read somewhere that kids who get yelled at a lot are more likely to be bullied, or worse, become bullies themselves. Then there are other issues like trouble sleeping, feeling down, or struggling to focus. It's heartbreaking to think about, right? 4 steps to stop parents from yelling. Guys, now I want to share 4 steps that I find really meaningful for breaking the yelling habit. These aren't just theories, they're things I'm trying every day. First, tell yourself, "I'm not going to yell anymore." It sounds simple, but it has to come from real determination. Next, I'd suggest finding a parenting course or program to guide you. Don't give up halfway. I've seen so many parents get impatient and fall back into old patterns. Third, look at yourself. I realized I yell when I'm angry or frustrated. One time, I talked to an expert, and they helped me see that sometimes the problem's with me, not my kid. Finally, have faith and courage to try something new. Don't be afraid to stumble, as long as we keep going. Things will get better. How to replace yelling? Guys, changing the yelling habit isn't easy. But I believe we can do it. I picked up some tips from Dr. Jim Hutt, a psychologist, and I want to share them with you from the bottom of my heart. Start by cheerfully admitting that yelling doesn't work. Then commit to doing things differently. I told myself, "Okay, I messed up, but now I'll try a new way." Next, think about your own expectations. For example, I want my kid to grow up polite and kind. So when I'm mad, instead of shouting, I say, "Mom's really upset right now and might lose it. But I'm going to stop and talk to you nicely." It's simple, but it works wonders. Then, I learned to stay calm and communicate clearly to solve problems together. I want my kid to see that when things go wrong, you don't have to yell. You can figure it out. Once, I even asked, should we talk now, or do you want a little break? If they're not ready, I set a specific time to pick it back up. Most importantly, when we talk, I really listen to them. One time, I noticed my kid agreed with me just to avoid trouble. Not because they wanted to. I have to watch for that. Let them share their thoughts. And find a solution we both feel good about. It's not just about making them comfortable, it builds trust between us. Closing words. Guys, being a parent is a long journey. And none of us are perfect. I've yelled, I've regretted it, but now I believe I can change because I love my kid. Stopping yelling isn't just about helping them grow up strong, it's about finding peace in my own heart too. Give it a try, okay? I know we can do this.